Welcome to episode 16 of Mi Casa Your Market. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to elevate your priority. We're going to bridge the gap with Austin, and Angie's really got a scratch in our dome with the listing showcase. Hi, my name is Angel. I'm a real estate professional and I've been in sales for over a decade. Hello, my name is Angel. I'm a real estate professional and I've been in sales for over a decade.
Hello, my name is Angie, licensed real estate professional and listing specialist.
And I'm Austin. I'm the lead creative at Caldwell Banker Coast Realty.
All right. Elephant in the room?
Let's not talk about it.
Story time. This is not by choice. Unfortunately, this is by necessity. As you guys have seen in my episodes, I have a little, I call it the Dagestani beard, 2-3 year Dagestan, forget. I was trying to keep it lined up and I slipped and took an entire shelf off my beard. And unlike Austin's glorious beard, where if he does take a shelf, he can still correct it, mine, I can't correct. So, sorry for the look. Had to do it.
Excusing yourself.
I'll let it grow back. It's not by choice. Okay, all right. Done. Let's get into it.
Addressed.
Right. Let's get into it now. So for today's kind of sales portion, in one of our episodes, I had mentioned that I've never been ghosted. And I had a couple of folks, one of them from my previous job, actually, funny enough that he saw one of my videos from the post that I do on social. But he was like, he's in sales. He's one of their sales managers now in Melbourne. And he asked me, what do you mean by you never get ghosted? Now, it doesn't really translate much to his field. He can sort of, or his team can sort of use it. But in reality is giving yourself as a sales professional priority when you're setting these appointments. It's putting yourself at the same level as, or, at the same level of importance as your potential client, giving yourself status and priority, because nobody wants to work with somebody, well, not necessarily nobody, but you kind of get this more respect when they see you as, an equal or above than if they see that they're above you. Mm-hmm. And also they can't push you around and stuff like that.
Yeah. Right.
But what it basically is a concept where when you make an appointment, you require confirmation from the other side or you're going to cancel the appointment. Mm-hmm. And by you taking the power to cancel the appointment, you really increase your engagement rate, because whether they were going to cancel on you or not, the reality is you want at least the opportunity to reschedule it. Yeah. So the way it looks like, let's say we're going to schedule, or I'll use real life as an example. I have an appointment on Thursday to go take a look at a property with a potential client. They're ready to sign the paper. We're going to do a touring agreement because they really just specifically want that one property. If we want to keep on looking, then we'll go from there. But we've had the initial conversation. I sent him the evidence of the showing request, and I've made the appointment with him through text or whatever it may be for Thursday at 3:30. Tomorrow at 3:30, I'm going to send him an email or a text or whatever line of communication was established. Hey, bleep, just confirming our appointment for tomorrow at this time. Leave it at that. If he confirms, great, we're good to go. Then the morning of Thursday, appointments at 3:30 in the afternoon. So the morning of Thursday, hey, didn't hear from you yesterday. Please confirm today's appointment because my day is becoming very busy. Whatever it may be, we definitely as real estate agents and you as a photographer, we've always got something we could do. There's never a time where we can just be like fiddling our fingers. There's always something that needs to get done. So there's always something you can fill the slot with. And then about, maybe 2 hours before the appointment, hey, so-and-so, I haven't heard from you since whenever you last heard from this person. If you can't confirm today's appointment, I'm going to have to fill that slot. 8 out of 10 times. Sorry, I've been busy, I've been doing this, that. It's not gonna work for me today. perfect. Let's talk and reschedule. You at least get an answer.
Right.
If they don't confirm, don't show up. Because if they do show up, hey, I'm here at the house. My guy, did you not see all my messages?
Right.
Did you not see all my texts? You didn't confirm. Let me see what I can do for you. I'll shift some things around. Hopefully you can. And then, get out there. If not, you do want to make it out there. If they do make it out there, some folks are just bad with their phones, whatever it may be. We understand, but that's the whole concept of it. It's elevating as a sales professional, whether it's real estate, whether it's whatever other type of sales profession you can think of. It's elevating your status to be equal to the person. We don't want to stand above anybody else. Yes, we have knowledge in this field that makes us professionals. Trust me, the person on the other side has knowledge in a field that will make them a professional as well. There's no need to be like, oh, I'm in real estate and I make so and so many transactions a year. I'm above the population. No, you're not. Because if it weren't for the population, you wouldn't have
anything.
Jack.
Right.
But it does. Where you don't want to be is underneath. Where you don't want to be is low priority. It's like, I'm not answering. That's just Angel. He's a little real estate guy.
Yeah, no.
That's not where I want to be. If this is where you see me, I'm either going to elevate myself here or I'm out.
Right.
Because I can't allow that to be the dynamic. We're equals. We're both trying to achieve a goal here. We're both trying to achieve results, and we're going to work together as equals to achieve that results. But as far as the concept goes, set up the appointment, follow up 24 hours prior, follow up the day of, and if they still have an answer, follow it up about 1 or 2 hours before, and then cancel the appointment and fill the slot. Yeah. If they don't answer, literally send them a text, said, hey, I had to cancel our appointment for today. I did not receive any confirmation from you. I went ahead and filled that slot with something else.
Yeah, just knowing that increases your value.
Yep, increases your value, and it will increase your rate of reply.
Yeah,
it will
for
increase
sure.
your rate of reply, because then people are like, oh crap, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Let me at least tell them I can't do it.
Yeah, it is very unfortunate. There's some people that you really have to teach them basically how you need to be treated.
Yeah.
It is very unfortunate, but it applies as much as with clients, as much with family and friends.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah, it applies to life in general. But that's it. Just a little sales tactic for you. Never get ghosted again because you're the one canceling the appointment. Get out there. Trust me, it's going to increase your reply rate. And that's ultimately what we want. We want conversations. And if you reply to my message, then that opens up for a conversation.
Absolutely.
No, thank you for your advice.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, let's get into my section. Today, I just want to ask a question that pertains to bridging the gap.
Okay.
So the question is, with the younger generation's attention span growing smaller and smaller every day, what are some practical ways we can bridge the gap between that generation and an older generation?
Wow.
Pertaining to like clientele and things like that. Me being born in 2000, I feel like I have a sense of both generations.
Right,
you know what I mean?
In the middle, right in the middle.
I'm right in the middle, so I can relate to both. But some people can't,
Yeah.
That is very true.
what are some practical ways we can, help an older generation connect to, like Gen Z or the generation after them?
With respect of short span attention, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What a question that just that little one question just opens up to a tree. Of so many branches we can go down.
Right.
Jeez Louise. I mean, if before you can bridge any generational gap, there must be a way to be understood. There has to be a way for both generations to understand each other.
Right.
And if they don't open the possibility for understanding each other, then there's no possibility for bridging the gap.
Yeah.
Because if you don't understand where one side is coming from and you don't understand where the other side is coming from, then there's no way of connecting it.
Do you feel that sometimes people that are in a different generation don't feel like they can open up to the younger generation?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
Because even me, I've worked with clients and I try to talk to them about how things work nowadays, and they don't want to hear it. And they're like, well, why don't you do this and why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Well, people these days won't connect to it that way.
Yep.
I can see where you're coming from, but this is how it works now.
Yeah. I mean, that happens with boomers think that Gen X is lazy. Gen X thinks that millennials are lazy. Millennials thinks that Gen Z are lazy.
Z.
Gen Z thinks that Gen I is screwed. Gen I thinks that Gen Alpha is doomed.
Right.
It's the nature of the nature of the beast. So each generation thinks that mine is better than yours.
Exactly, yeah.
Instead of realizing that mine is just different than yours.
Yeah. That's good.
I think that's where it needs to, first and foremost, understand where the next generation is coming from.
Yeah.
Now, as far as attention span, I believe that there is a way to bridge the gap.
Yeah.
But it is, so using a boomer and a Gen X, their need for mental stimulus from content or from consumption of entertainment is far less than a millennial or a Gen Z.
Right.
So the only way a millennial and a Gen Z can consume long form content if it's still divided into smaller portions where they feel at any time I can stop and then continue tomorrow.
Right.
Where a boomer or a Gen X can just sit there and watch the whole thing. And if they want to, because they have the attention to just sit there for hours and watch it. There's ways to bridge the gap, but I mean, I guess I just come back to the point of understanding where each one is coming from.
Yeah.
Millennials and Gen Z, you need stimulus. So the video needs to have a lot of breaks and a lot of stops and a lot of this, a lot of the other, to allow you to feel like you can stop at some point if you want to, or to retain your attention for the video. And then as far as the older generation, they've got the patience. They can sit there and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
They can watch Gone with the Wind, which is like a 4-hour movie or something.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. It is a very complex question because it also comes down.
Really is.
But it's great because we can definitely expand a lot on it.
Yeah.
But it also comes down to different platforms handle content differently. Whenever you're going towards Facebook, it is a little friendlier for the older generations versus Instagram. And they kind of both meet a little bit in the middle, which I absolutely love. But then you have TikTok that has just a little bit about everything, but it studies your algorithm and how you work. I guess the algorithm portion is the only thing that will unite us a little bit.
Yeah,
because everybody has different interests, likes.
Yeah.
And even in my mom's account, I look at her TikTok and I'm like, what is this? So I believe that will be our middle ground. Because we can all still enjoy the same technology. We're always evolving as human beings and technology and life. It just happens.
And what Angel was saying earlier, it's like you have to recognize what that generation came from. So like you were saying, a lot of people recognize Facebook more than Instagram. That's why a lot of times, me now knowing this, I recommend people to Facebook to view my videos on the page that we have. I don't say Instagram because they don't know what Instagram is. They're like, I don't know about that stuff.
They know about Facebook.
It's friendlier for them.
Like my son made one for me one day and I never used it.
Well, it's also the in this I can speak to because it's very attractive to me. It's the learning curve and how some generations or most generations don't like a learning curve. They prefer to stick to what they know. That's just human nature. What is new and different is always seen as, the human nature is to fear what is different. I personally love learning curves because I just know that there's a point. That's why it's called a learning curve. There's a point where you're learning, and then you turn the curve.
Oh, I love that. It's like,
it's like it just finally clicks.
I love that. I tell my wife I just like the feeling of a learning curve, and she says, no, you just have an addictive personality and too many fucking hobbies. You're right. But I do believe that, for, like you just mentioned, they've used Facebook for decades now. 30 plus years of using Facebook for some of these generations. And they're used to it. They know how to do it. They know how to click here, click there. If I want to see this, if I want to find that. And then you put them into Instagram and they're like, where is everything?
The format just
it's completely different.
What are all of these pictures? Who are all of these people that I'm looking at? It's
because it's picture forward. There's no written post or anything like
There's
that.
There's not much to read unless you hit more and then gotta read, but they don't see that. And Facebook is right at the top. And then you go to TikTok and you're like,
that's why we have a lot of people seeing AI and they're like, how did they how is that happening?
Listen, that was my first fear when the AI came out. Just my grandma being like, "Be careful! Look at what happened here." And I'm like,
it's real. Fake. It's already real. It's already real. It's already real. My mom does it. For God's sake, my friend does it. Like, brother, I have to tell him, like, dude, that's AI. You're only 2 years older than me, my guy.
I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just,
you're only 42. Like, what are you doing?
It's part of the evolving process. Yeah. It really is. You have to really stay up to date with technology. Yeah. But I mean, for older generation, they have such a blessing that they don't depend on this.
Yeah, it's great.
They have the thrill of it, but you know, it's not like us that we're like. It's addictive.
Yeah, it's super addictive.
It's addictive.
Little sidebar on you mentioning that it's addictive. I have finally, like, yes, I've always known it's addictive, but something just really put it in perspective for me. I always say I'm a menopause baby. My parents adopted me when they were in their 40s. So I was raised in a very old school fashion.
Right.
So they're very old. She's 87, right?
Okay.
She's going deaf. So to help with the phone, which is a primary form of communication, we bought her some headsets. Little AirPods that she can connect to her ears.
Okay.
She can now hear Facebook because she was like deaf. It was really hard for her to hear, and then the phone doesn't go loud enough. Her TV is volume 80 at all times.
Ooh.
And to her, she's like, it's low. So she can now hear Facebook. My brother in Christ, she will be 4 hours. 4 hours, Joseph.
Scrolling.
We went to South, she came to visit because we're trying to get a property in South Florida for one of my younger cousins. The whole trip, the 3 hours and 40 minutes, the whole trip.
Oh.
That's crazy.
This is an 87-year-old woman who has never done this in her life.
Yeah.
She's lived 87 years without the necessity of staring at your phone. And in one instance, just by being able to hear the videos, addicted.
Yeah.
Oh, now she's watching everything on Facebook, all of her, because she's got a lot of government stuff from the island and stuff. That's how I know, like, wow, it is so addictive that you can take somebody who had an entire lifetime of never even using it and immediately change that whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, oof.
With that being said, we should all look at our screen time.
And
see in a couple weeks if we can lower it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm scared for mine. I'm going to be honest with you. I know I need to lower mine like a few hours.
Okay, what do we know what the baseline is? Like, what's a problem?
I think once you hit 5 to 6 hours, that's a problem.
Okay.
6 hours is the problem.
So I'm on my screen time. Where do I look for that?
If you look up screen time in the settings.
Right.
That's the wrong screen time. Okay, Angel, starting with you, what was your screen time per week?
Average screen time is 5 hours and 19 minutes.
Okay. Angie?
Average screen time.
Why you ooh-wooing? Over here?
8 hours and 39 minutes.
It's almost half the day. My screen time's 7 hours and 3 minutes, so I'm not much better, but.
So, this is eye-opening. But now, can we get a little grace because our job is here?
Yeah.
So our job is literally here.
Very true.
Now, when you have a breakdown at the bottom, I see here.
Yeah, and it tells you what the time was spent on.
Yeah, so what's your average, let's go with entertainment. What's your average entertainment?
Oh, I don't want to be saying that out loud on TikTok.
Hers doesn't say entertainment.
Most used?
No, so
hers is different because
yours is production and fitness. That's cool.
Because she doesn't use entertainment as much.
Because
TikTok is social.
Ah.
All right,
okay.
everyone. Do we all have social on there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, but I don't understand is if my average
entertainment is
5 hours.
like YouTube.
Oh, so it's 5 hours on average per day, and then down there is the week breakdown. So in the entire week.
That's the entire week breakdown at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I did 10 hours of social media in the entire week.
Okay.
30.
30 hours, 3 times.
17.
17. Okay.
What about there's the creative? What will fall under the creative and productive and finance, productivity and finance?
I don't know.
I have entertainment on mine, and mine says 12 hours.
Yeah, my entertainment says 4 hours.
I do not have that one.
Do you watch shows on your phone?
I watch like long videos on YouTube while I'm driving and stuff like that.
Me too. I love doing that, but I've stopped because stuff. So
Stuff.
What's your most used app?
TikTok.
YouTube.
Oh, interesting.
YouTube is my second most used.
My second most is Instagram.
Okay.
Oh,
I have 12 hours on both of those.
my second most is
Now,
AI.
shout out to work. Messages is my third most.
Nice.
Just
My third most is
there.
Maps.
Oh my god, because you're driving
I'm driving all the time.
every single appointment you go to.
My third one is it's a video game. It's not.
That's my fourth one. I'm not going to judge you. My fourth one is a video game. 40K Tacticus. Shout out Warhammer.
I don't have a video game on here.
No video game?
No video game.
Okay. I'm surprised my AI is here.
My AI is the second one.
Look at that.
Then the third one is my video game.
You know why? Because it's constantly running.
Is that?
I use it a lot though.
I do use it a lot.
I'm like, teach me about this. Break it down. Research
I stopped
it.
Google searching. Folks, if you're still Google searching, X-Nay.
Have you-
Get Perplexity or Claude, just ask that.
Yeah.
You get a much better answer.
Very true.
This is very disturbing, Austin.
Well, now we all know.
Thank you for.
So hopefully, we'll give it.
Listen, if you keep scrolling
We'll give it
down.
2 weeks.
Keep scrolling down. First app, no, right there. I want to see that. The first app you touch when you wake up.
First,
Yeah, that is true.
mine's Instagram.
Yours is Instagram. Yours is TikTok.
How about yours?
Messages again. Work.
Nice.
Man. I'm on the grind. I'm on the
That
grind.
would be the next 3 hours, all socials. Because
But the next
Yeah.
one is TikTok. Though. Number 2 is TikTok. But number 1 is messages.
Number 2 is
gotta-
messages for me.
I gotta address my thing.
social, and messages.
Yeah. Well,
Notifications. Messages is
we're-
my number 1 notification.
now we're all enlightened. Now we know our goal is to bring it down at least an hour.
Wow.
In 2
That's
weeks.
gonna be easy.
In
That's
2
gonna
weeks,
be
we gotta
That's
bring
gonna
it
be
down
easy?
at least an
Yeah,
hour.
at least for me, it's gonna be easy because those.
Well, for
weeks,
you,
I
yours
was-
is so not as much. So maybe you do like at least 40 minutes.
Yeah. So from 5 hours and 20 minutes, I want to get a 4. How about that? We get a 4 in front of that hour.
Yeah.
It's got to be a 4 in front of the hours.
So my goal is 6 hours.
Mine is gonna be easy. It's gonna decrease. It's on 8 right now, so I'm aiming for 6.
Okay.
6.
Very cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
We
very
just
cool.
gotta find something better to do. For me, it's gonna be
No.
also a little.
I just need to go back to the gym.
Yeah.
No,
For me, it's
that'll
gonna be a
help.
little rough too because it's messages comprises by so much. I literally just have to cut out. Don't watch YouTube on my computer or laptop. Don't watch
Yeah.
it on my phone.
Yeah.
And then TikTok gonna have to take a break
Yeah.
and see if I can get it
I
down.
leave it running, and I'm like doing stuff cooking.
Do you do
and
the
I'm
auto
like-
scroll?
I used to.
Yeah.
Pinterest. So I'm like,
All
swipe.
right.
Okay, do something. Swipe.
All right.
Well-
Dang, Austin. Dang.
That's our goal for the
Listen,
next
I've got
2 weeks.
I've got to golf clap you on this section. This was entertaining as hell and eye-opening,
Very eye-opening
educational. Love it.
All right.
Super cool.
Okay, so
Yes, please,
I'm
please
still-
distract us.
Yeah, let's get this distraction. So, I have a very interesting listing. It's not in the United States. It's located in Europe, in Netherlands. This one is very interesting because it was a project started, I believe, in 1960s or so, and it really I wouldn't say that it didn't have success.
Wow.
It was just not the desired standard of a community.
Okay.
Was it perhaps ahead of its time?
I believe it was ahead of its time.
Ooh.
Because the person that made them was a genius.
Oh. Circles.
Circles.
Okay.
So they
Paint them
are
yellow and call it Minionville.
they're very interesting. So
Yeah.
it's around 50 spherical homes. And the designer, artist, and architect is called, sorry if I butcher it up a little bit, Dries Cringe Camp, as part of an experimental housing program. The idea was to rethink that homes could look to create an energy efficient place
Yeah.
to live with a very small footprint. The project
But,
was completed in 1984 after years of development in late 1970s.
Problem with that is it takes up so much more space because it's round.
Yeah.
But
You know,
look
you
at the
c-
base.
That's cool.
So you maximize it's up there, but it's still maximizing.
How-
that
That's
base.
true.
How
Yeah.
big are these things?
They are approximately 55
see.
square meters. This is
55 square meters.
I got it. We need that in freedom units, please.
55 square meters. Everyone put in their guess. I don't know.
Put in a guess. I'm gonna say 900 square feet.
And
that sounds about right, actually.
And more or less, this is what the layout
592 square feet.
A lot less.
is very small.
It's 600 square feet.
But I mean, they squeeze it all in there.
Yeah, they did. It is very interesting, the layout, because you have a little space for sleeping. Some people have their clothes in there as well. On the bottom one, they might have like the dryer and washer.
Yeah.
And then up there, you have the living room plus mixed with a little kitchen. Right. It's very interesting. And by the door should be the bathroom.
So this is just one bedroom living situation.
Barely a bedroom.
It's one plus maybe.
No kitchen.
Maybe
it's just
person.
to sleep.
Yeah, where's the bedroom? Oh, sleeping
right
level.
You're just like crawling in there and
You're like,
crawling out.
here you have the bed, you have a little bit of space to walk here, and then you have in here the restroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
The kitchen will be here. So
With it being that small, who's bringing in 5 people into their
Listen,
house?
here's the deal. Here's the deal. This engineer got paid. So criticize him all you want. He achieved his goal.
True.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And people have lived in them since the 1984.
Dang.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
1984, like there's people
Like
living,
single
like they
people
were not.
or like.
Then how is it a failed project?
Because they didn't really like continue the.
Oh, they
the
wanted to do
building.
more.
Yeah, so while it succeeded as an iconic experiment and local landmark, they didn't revolutionize the housing.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
And that way, in the way that they hold, but still, and this is more or less
That
does it a lot more justice than that dark.
It look a lot better.
Painting.
Yeah, no, it's just very difficult finding images because it's such a confined space.
Right.
I just thought it was brilliant. And I'm gonna be
it's
showing
cool.
a video that has a little bit on how they were constructed. It looks like Stranger Things.
Cool.
It's very
It looks
awesome.
like Stranger Things.
It's a little bit of vintage video. So let's roll the footage.
Roll the footage.
video. Thank you to handle names. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher the name. It wouldn't be fair. But they were incredible just to show a little bit of the inside and how perspective on the space that it really holds.
Looks so much better in the picture.
Yep. This was a roller coaster of a listing showcase, because at the beginning I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is not going to work. And then I look at the picture, it's definitely not going to work.
Yeah.
And then you look at the video, it's like oh. And then you get 600 square feet. Like, how are you?
Yeah.
Or I guess you can't call it square feet. But either way.
Circle feet.
Super interesting. Super interesting. Yeah.
So, I definitely would have loved to see a project like this around maybe like universities that they, with today's
true.
cost.
Like dorm housing.
Cool. Dorms.
Yeah, you need like
there are a couple of
space.
There is an engineer here in Florida that does dome houses.
Yes,
we have a couple of dome
houses.
Oh yeah, we got dome houses.
Seen
Go down. You've got one right by you. Don't want to give away your street, but get out of your neighborhood, hang a right. You're gonna see one on the left. It's a 3-dome.
I've seen one of them that's like octagonal.
Yeah. So
that
guy does a bunch of those.
Cool.
And there's some like sphere, some of them. Yeah, there's a dude around here who does it. Pretty cool. But great listing showcase. Love it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for episode 16 of Mi Casa Your Market. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you're in the great state of Florida and need help with real estate, feel free to give us a shout. If you need help with photography, we got our man Austin right here. But other than that,
until next time.